Politicians, they kill us. They want to be quiet, oh. They know say we tire. I know say they fear us. We don't treat them, but they still know they hear us, oh. The people go back soon, oh, and they go kill all them, oh. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing where they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing where they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. The way them they talk, oh. Politics. The way them they walk, oh. Politics. Even their children. Politics. Them they take us down. Good old days. The people they suffer. Good old days. I said the people they suffer. We don't breathe. Allow to go. We don't breathe. Allow to go. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing where they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing where they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. Now the thing when you chop yesterday when they run belly. Ah, so gonna shake, so gonna shake. Oh, na, na. Now the thing when you do yesterday when they turn your head. Why? So gonna shake, so gonna shake. Oh, na, na, na. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing when they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. Jaga, 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 jaga. Now the thing where they come. Waka, 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 waka. Now the way where they want. The way that they talk, oh. Politics. The way that they walk, oh. Politics. Even their children. Politics. When they take us down. Good old days. The people they suffer. Good old days. I said the people they suffer. We don't breathe. Allow to go. We don't breathe. Allow to go. Ah, as I said before, these are all politics. This life is politics. We don't call them politicians over here. We call them agents of darkness. It's all politics. Now the thing what you do yesterday when you turn your head.
Good evening, everybody. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, my brother. Good evening. Good evening, Oliver. Good evening, Mutiu. Good evening, Chioma. Oh, oh, you came to tell us that we have so much work to do. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. So now you can go back to your bingo page, okay? Good evening, Edna. I greet you. You're welcome. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Let me play this music a little bit. My people, are you seeing what is happening? Hey, don't forget to like the video, share the video, share the video. Very important, share the video. You're welcome, everyone.
Politicians they kill us.
Good evening, Ben. I greet you. Good evening, wherever you are joining. If you are joining me from YouTube, please like the video. If you are not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Subscription on Facebook is free, but you can also subscribe on my page here to support me monthly. You're welcome. I appreciate all of you that support me, all of you that send me stars. I appreciate you. You know, I'm not able to see who is sending me stars on this platform, so I'm not calling you out, but please, I appreciate every one of you that supports me. Thank you so much. Hello, Duxi Love. I greet you. Ilias, so I greet you. You're welcome. Politics. Politics. Actually, you're welcome. I cite you. Stephen, I cite you. anyone that wants to join, here is the link. This is more like have your say. I didn't write have your, did I say yeah? It's have your say. You can contribute, you can write your thoughts on the chat, and I will highlight it, and you can join also. And you know, that's why I put it to discuss. Like everybody, you are welcome, except if you are Kano's Pro 2G, you are not welcome. Go to where you are wanted. Not yet. Good evening, Ibrahim. I cite you. You're welcome. Jesus loves. I greet you. You're welcome. I welcome everyone. I'm just waiting for us to gather. Politics. Politics. Then they take us gamble. Hey, Chizoba, I cite you. You're welcome, my dear. Hello. Salut. Kaleo, I greet you. Good evening, Yusuf. You're welcome. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to support, to share the video. Most love. You're welcome. Hey, Smiler. Ekabo. Yeah, the paragi, don't the paragi, my dear sister. Oluwa Adami, I greet you. Good evening, everybody. You're welcome back to this live video. Welcome back to my life. So, when you are talking about issues that is happening, it's like almost like as they happen, things happens, and we react to it, we talk about it, we come together to reflect and introspect about whatever it is. And today it happened that someone sent me this video, and I was like gutted in my gut. I was like, what? I don't know if you guys have seen this video. And people were writing about it, but I was not sure what is this. What exactly is this thing that they are saying, that they're talking about? And then I saw the video. So one of the presidential candidates was asked why he has not said anything about the bingos and their activities in the Southeast. And he was like, he didn't answer. That's what is baffling me. Like, somebody is asking you a question directly, say, these people, they are doing these things, and you have not made mention of them in any capacity, or like maybe you have, but I've not heard it. And then he went off completely, and he said something really, really mind-blowing. But I think I will play the question and the answer. I already shared it in the chat, and I don't know, maybe it's going to cause a problem, but I will play it anyway.
Trust you. When I have not heard you, they have to say this somewhere, but I have not heard you categorically condemn IPOP, Eastern Security Network, and their activities. Thank you. I do not trust you. When I have not heard you, they have to say this somewhere, but I have not heard you categorically condemn IPOP, Eastern Security Network, and their activities. Thank you. I do not trust you. When I have not heard you, they have to say this somewhere, but I have not heard you categorically condemn Igbo, Eastern Security Network, and their activities. Thank you. I do not trust you when I have not had you. You've not been following my campaign. That's all I can say. One is that the Eastern Security Network was formed by government of the Eastern States. These are the governors who formed security things. How can I go and condemn them? I answer them.
Hey, 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 hey. Shey na my ear dey pain me, abi? Hello? I know they understand. Hey, my people, make una follow me here. Like, is it me? Did I really hear him correctly? Okay, let me play it again.
I answer them one after the other. You've not been following my campaign. That's all I can say. One is that the Eastern Security Network was formed by government of the Eastern States. These are the governors who formed security things. How can I go and condemn them? I answer them one after the other.
Hey, you've not been following my campaign.
That's all I can say.
That is all I can say.
One is that the Eastern Security Network was formed by government of the Eastern States.
One is that the Eastern Security Network was formed by the governors of the Eastern Security Eastern.
One after the other.
Hey.
You've not been following my campaign. That's all I can say. One is that the Eastern Security Network.
Eastern Security Network was formed by governors of the Southeast of the Eastern States.
These are the governors who formed.
If it is the government that formed it, how can he condemn what the government formed? Like, really? How can he condemn what the governors formed? My people, this is the question I'm asking now. What did we miss? What did we miss? And I remember that I remember when I was doing a video, when I was saying that ESN is illegal, ESN that is unacceptable, that one person will unilaterally form a security outfit against a sovereign nation. And Ijele said something. Ijele said something on that video and said that Kano cannot single-handedly form Eastern Security Network, that he has massive support. And so when he's saying this thing, I'm like, like I'm adding it together, like, wow. Like, what is going on? Is it like I don't understand. My people, like, I really want you guys to come into the stream and tell me what we are missing. Like, so I know that Dave Umahi started with the Bubago in order to counter the activities of the ESN because of their, by every corner was too much in order to engage the youth. I know. And ever since then, every IPOB sympathizer, they say Ebubagu is the bad one. And I always question, like, how is it possible that a legitimate state security outfit called Ebubago is being pushed by the citizenry it was supposed to protect? It's being called out, it's being condemned, it's being demonstrated about that they should be closed down in preference to ESN, that is an illegal security outfit that was formed by a group that is proscribed as terrorist organization within the boundaries of the sovereign state of Nigeria. And I was wondering, like, it's not making sense. And now this, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is up? Good evening, Abu. Good evening. Like, now the one where we the hear be this, that Eastern governors are the ones. Is it the Eastern governor? Is it Obiano? Which Eastern governors that from the ESN that we are seeing all the calamity that they have brought upon the people? You know? And then I remember I saw a video last night, and in that video, it was a former, you remember Ifanyuba, you know, they touched him, you know, they tried to take him out. And I think in reaction to that video, he came out and he was talking. So I'm going to play some music, then I will replay what he was saying. This video was done by BBC. He said, he said that people don't know the good, the good he has done for Igbo people, of which Kamanusi is one of them. Like, seriously? He's saying, is he not a senator? Correct me if I'm wrong. He's saying that the good things that he has done for the Igbo people, that Kano, Naburia Kano, is one of the good things. Like, how can you look at Kamanusi, Naburia, and all the, like, this guy is a virus that has come to destroy. And he's opening his mouth to say that he has done so much good for ndi Igbo, and Kamanusi is one of the good. Hey. Okwagula.
I wish Nnamdi Kanu ofu ụbọchị mụ na ị ga-afụ ekwu m ife m chọrọ ikwu n'ihu ya ka ndị Igbo malụ mụ na ya marakwa mana ọ na-eso m otu.
It's like he kind of realized himself that he's on national, international television, and then he now was like, I wish I will meet him one day. I wish that me and him will see one day, so that he can tell him this face to face. He doesn't know him, he doesn't know him, but he's following him. Hello, you just told us now that he's your product. You know, you remember when Simon Ekpa was telling us that he is Nelly and Nelly is in him, the new Idu Trinity. You know, if we reach 3 weeks, we see the naked kingdom of Idu Republic. I don't know what is going on. Honestly, like, I don't understand where the people go hang their thinking brain. No, you are telling the whole world that Kano is the good thing that you brought for them, that you have done so many good things for the Igbo people that they don't even know, and Kano is one of them. And then you say you don't know him, you have not seen him, but he's following you.
I have certain things in you
you know, like, you know, this video, I saw this video first. I was thinking about it, like, what is this man saying? And in this interview, because of copyright issues, I'm not going to show it any further. In this interview, he was saying many other things. He was saying, you know, who became governor, he was a key player. Who became, you know, the governor of Abia State is doing. Like, how can you look at the governor of Abia State and you are boldly saying it is your doing? Like, that guy is a colossal failure. And it's someone that anybody can just kind of, you know, like, even if I used to know you, to be like, before I, you know, somebody I used to know, you know, even they say, do you know this person? I've heard about him before, I've seen his name somewhere. But like you're owning up all the bad thing that is going on in the Southeast, the dysfunction, the misgovernment, the embezzling. Like you are coming out to say you played a part of this one becoming governor, or this one becoming the governor here, of this one being like, and then you have this massive, colossal failure, misrepresentation, misleadership. There's nothing there to talk about. There's nothing there to boast about. The only thing he can talk about is his big stomach and his big size and the big bulletproof cars he's using to protect himself, while the people that are protecting him are sitting inside trucks, open trucks. Like, this is the height of selfishness. You have a bulletproof. You can as well easily drive along then. You can as well easily drive along. What is this one? Speak English. What is it? Can you speak English more than me? Olori Buruku Olosh. You think you can speak English? Come and speak English. Is English your mother tongue? Do you know how many languages I speak? Ew. Huh? So it is the Southeastern governors that formed ESN. Then what are we talking about? Yeah, this is the first time he's coming out. This is the first time he's coming out. And this is, we have seen this ESM. But does it matter when it was made? It doesn't matter when it was made. David, it doesn't matter when it was made. Hopsake, main thing is he's saying that Kanu was his gift to ndi Igbo. Like it's like somebody saying, I'm the one that brought coronavirus to you people. Naya Buruya Kanu is another virus. Another virus. But obviously, he has support. If we want to go by what they said, yeah, because now they are after him, because they are the one that know the deals they are doing and whatever they are doing that is going wrong. Were we not all here when Kanu said, that's why when Kanu goes on in the courts, you don't see him talking about the Biafra again. You just see him and his lawyer posing. Hey, they will just be posing, like it's jamboree now, eh? They will be posing as if it's jamboree. See them now, hey, one leg, eh? And people are buying. No, it doesn't matter. As long as they are good, their pocket is settled. When I saw this video, I was like, wow, are they doing Nollywood? Like, before our very before, these people are doing Nollywood, and we are not even seeing it. Huh? Fred, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good though. Are you people seeing, like, you people can buy as you like. You people can lost anything. But look at you. We are living our best life. Kano has not, he even denied that he's a leader of hip hop. He even denied that. So when I'm looking, like, I'm hearing this, that Eastern governors formed Eastern Security Network, and I'm like, really? Because I know that Ebubagu was what Dave Umahi inaugurated, and I know that Hope Uzodinma of Imo State inaugurated a security state outfit that is similar but without any name, a kind of vigilante. And these people have been going about demonstrating, calling everybody a bubago. Now that even included Nigerian police, Nigerian army, everybody is a bubago. See them. Did you hear him mention Biafra in that court? No, they are posing for the new movie. The movie is about these script writers who are too much. We got to give it to you guys. You people are too much. It's unfortunate that a lot of people, generations, finished off for your movie. Isn't it? Isn't it? No, don't say that. Don't say that, please. Don't say that. They asked him. It was a very clear question. You are not condemning the activities. You are not condemning. You have not said anything. And he's saying something that is formed by the Eastern governors. Why will he say it is bad? Like, this is a clear statement. It's not as if he was under pressure or under duress. It was coming from him. See them, they are posing. They go they dang, then go they poke. How did they sing that song when we were small in those days? Then go they pose, then go they dagger, they go they pose, then go they walk up burukere, they go they pose. Wait till you get, you no get nothing. Wait till you be, you no be nothing. They go they pose, they go they dagger, they go they pose. Hey, why una they pie? Policemen they pie, but they pose, they go they dagger. You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you, ma. Good evening.
My brother Chris, there is no explanation. The guy said it. He said it too. He said he cannot condemn because the question is coming on the heels of condemnation.
Wait. Take. Go.
Little man want to have his own entertainment.
Yeah. I gave him his tablet because we are limiting his TV time, so he's getting, so I said, let me put his cartoon on his tablet for him. So good
You're
evening.
welcome, my brother.
Good evening.
Are you seeing the new development? Our brother Chris said that Peter Obi is mistaking ESN for a bubago.
No.
What do you say?
First, let me greet every good members of Blessedom family, and greetings to all good Nigerians. And the truth is, I did say this once on your program or twice, that Peter Obi is disconnected from reality. I don't know where to start, but let me start from somewhere. The truth is, Peter Obi is a different reflection from his teaming supporters. Because each time I look closely, the obedient families, what they are craving for is completely different from what Peter Obi is craving. To him, he just wants to have a shot. And this is just the beginning. First, people need to get this clear. There's no moral in politics. Most of us try to play politics as if it's a thing for the morally upstanding or morally upright. No. Politics all over the world, there's no moral in it. Because I don't want to say some certain things because of my environment, but people need to look at, it's some politicians who came up with laws that same-sex marriage, things that ordinarily most of us, we feel is immoral. Let me use that word. So there's no moral in politics. And what Peter Obi is doing is not different from any other candidate. But unfortunately, most of his followers, they give themselves high expectation, living in an echo chamber. But now the reality is getting done on them. During the Nigerian bar conference. They did it, I think, in Abuja, sorry, in Lagos. When he was postured, with the question of insecurity, he think he was clever. He went, everything to him was the Northeast. Good thing he's in Kaduna now. The people of Kaduna are asking him a point-blank question. Maybe he thinks these people are not in the know. The broadcast is all over the place. For him to say that, is he trying to rope the Eastern governors that they formed these things? No. I wish he can say, go and verify on this statement, on his answer. But he will not say, go and verify, because all the while this was going on, first, the Southwest formed Amoteku. We can point to that. The only time the Southeast governors came together, they talked about forming a Bubago, Northeastern Security Network. And the owner of Eastern Security Network is Nnamdi Kanu. It's IPOB. It's all over the air. He said it. He bragged about it. He made mention of it. And I think probably they didn't ask him a second question, adding up to that. If ESN were state actors, or if they had a legal backing, or if they were establishments of the, provisions of, let me say, the states of assemblies, the answer is no.
Okay, so what I get from what you are saying is like you are almost like making excuse for him, right? Like you are feeling
No,
like he just like Chris. You are both saying the same thing in different
no,
ways.
I'm not making any excuses. The only thing I said is, he tries to play smart, but it's not on this, not on that, not on this instance. Because at the end
Okay.
of the day, is he trying to claim he's not in the know? Or is he trying to, become economical with the truth? Or is he trying to deny the obvious?
Like when Kano started, like I was saying it before, when he came, he was given, when first of all, when he was arrested the first time, that was the making of Kano. Actually, Buhari made him. Buhari went to arrest him in the first instance. And then this protest broke out and said, release our leader, release our leader. So you begin to see that the Biafra is about Kano. And he is like the embodiment of Kano, of Biafra. So let's assume this is Biafra and this is Nnaburia Kano now. This is the Biafra. So when he's inside, they are saying free him. It's like when he's freed and they have him, they have their Biafra. So as long as he's outside there talking, blabbing, insulting, inciting, then their Biafra is there with them. So when he's taken away from them, then their Biafra is gone. And I'm remembering how this thing started, because when he was given bail at that first time, I would expect him to fight the injustice, quote unquote, that he was arrested for the first time, and that he will abide by his bail condition, which is signed by himself. I keep saying this, he signed it. A lot of people make excuses and say, oh, that let me that a lot of people make excuses and say that he ran away or whatever, the conditions were not inhuman. But if someone is giving you presenting to you something to sign, and you are reading through it and you see that this thing is, you are not able to keep it, why do you have to sign it? Especially because you still have your followers who are there with you, like you are boosting each other's morale, as in you are in for something, something of value to your people. But that's not what we are seeing. You understand me? And then he was released on that condition that you will not be in a company of more than 10 people and things like that. And this guy will go home and start holding, using his father's compound as some kind of palace, as a kind of presidential house, and was doing all kinds of things in his father's house, in his father's compound. And then he was doing rallies and people were following him on the road. And then even as he's blatantly disobeying the court orders, the court conditions, the bail conditions that he signed, the southeastern governors as at then hosted him. You know, they had a meeting with him. And at the end of that meeting, they kind of, it was like, for me, it was like the unveiling. You know, they not just kind of brought him out. And I feel like anytime a non-state actor is doing anything, and state actors are always around him and, you know, giving morale, it is a validation. It's valid. You are validating whatever that person is doing.
I agree with you. Good evening, my sister Asa.
So I
You
want
see,
to share this video with you guys before, so you can see the meeting I was telling
Good
you.
evening, Henry.
They are coming out from the meeting now. You can see. You can see the king in making. Did you know they are like, whenever I look at this video, I just smile because the guy, I don't even know what he wants to be. Do you want to be a warrior? Do you want to be a king? Do you want, what do you even want? Look, we look at all the entire rapper, you wear cloth, you hold stick, only you know, and you see the state actors at the time. Who is this? Not the one that is saying this is the product? Who is this one?
that's Ugwuanyi, the
Ugwuanyi,
king of
okay.
Enugu State.
Okay. So this is, you know, in that Lion King, I don't know if you guys have watched that Lion King video with your children. And you know, in the beginning of the program, you see the Lion King introducing the newborn Simba. And then all the animals were gathering, and it was in this uphill like this, and then he brought the baby and planted, you know, all the animals were like, oh, this is what it looks like for me. Like, this guy is, and who is he?
Blessedom. You see, the truth is, I think I've had a private conversation with my sister, and I'm beginning to agree to what most other Nigerians are saying. You know, the federal government, and including the politicians of Southeast, they are behind whatever is happening with IPOB. Let me explain this. A serious government should, at the same time, while he's, you know, being,
This one says Adobe.
while he's in their custody now, a serious government should first try to question, how did this individual leave Nigeria? Because, hey, for any person to leave, even if you're trying to pass through illegal means to find yourself in Israel, did he go through the desert? How did he escape? With which passport? With which emergency traveling document? Because first, now at least no airline, except they provided him a private jet, even if he lands in any country, without him having a TRC, emergency travel document. I think they call it TRC also. No country migration will let them through the port of, the port of entry. Even if it's a Nigerian that you're coming back from any part of the globe, you cannot go through the migration. You either have to have a Nigerian passport or a passport of any country with, official visa, which is Nigerian visa, or you must present Nigerian travel emergency document, which should be issued from the either embassy or high commission, depending the country you're coming from, of Nigeria.
I get you. Look at what our brother is saying. He's saying that you have to understand the interest of the governors. As long as Nnamdi Kanu control the attention of, the thing is, he was just starting. This is the beginning. Like, are you following me or not? Or did I mess it up, my brother Henry?
No, not at all. I'm coming to that. I'm trying to build my analysis the way I can think, to that point. Now, political patronage is what the Southeastern governors are saying. Every one of them, apart from Dave Umahi, at least I don't know much about, the rural parts of Ebonyi State, but within the capitals and other adjoining, environments, he's done marvelously well. Now, when you look at those governors there, they are Southeastern governors. If we are to place each of them their scorecard, it's nothing to write home about. Now, the same governors, they would not try to hold a communique or through an official channel, which it could be through, maybe traditional medium, which is televisions and radios, to tell the people of the Southeast there's not like Biafra. And whatever this guy is saying doesn't hold water, because they are the ones, responsible for every circumstantial evidence that this guy is saying about. Now, which of them can, hands on hearts, claim to have delivered any form of governance to our people? The answer is zero. And at the end of the day, they would not want to say the truth. And that is why when, I'm not saying this is a conspiracy theories anymore. It's beginning to add up. Because at the end of the day, if someone like Peter Obi would courageously lie through his teeth, then who knows what they can say behind closed doors. Now, it is becoming crystal clear to me that it's not just ordinary ndi Igbo that, go behind to talk to the presidency or to the president, even those who send delegation. So to them, let me arrive at your point. To them, Nnamdi Kanu is their Biafra. They are not fighting for anything. That is the truth. It's like a political gimmick they are using him for. When they don't have their way at the center, then they remember that there's something called Biafra. If everything is going well for them, then that thing called Biafra will vanish into thin air, including them getting juicy position they want, including them having access, including them doing what they want. Now, do we need to call ourselves and tell ourselves the truth? What does it stop those governors from saying, calling a spade a spade? If myself, yourself, my sister Ijele, so many people on this platform, as ordinary Nigerians, can understand that this trend will take us to this dangerous, situation we find ourselves. These governors, most of them are intellect. They can see the handwriting on the wall. The question is, why are they not speaking up? Coming from when he even started, trying to form his ESN all over the radio, yourself, myself, Ijele, so many other well-meaning Nigerians, they said, no, these are non-state actors. You cannot compare them to either Amoteku or this police force in Kanu, because these are product of their local assembly. They have that legal backing. They are regulated. You can tell their identities. And he was on air saying they're in the bushes and things like that. And everybody kept quiet. The question now for me is, who is still in doubt that our politicians are not using this guy to cause a huge distraction? And I said this in the file, let my sister speak. Those of us from Abia State, can anybody deny that, okay, Zibazo, his family, his immediate family, A to Z, they're all in Australia. He relocates them in luxury. Definitely, they will use either one shell company or one, dark investment banking to purchase a house. They'll be living in luxury. The same thing, the Speaker of House of Assembly, Chinedu Oji, all his families moved them into the UK. And, they're well established where they are. So now, why don't our people begin to ask questions? Why, which role are the politicians playing that we cannot see? If every one of them, rather than call a spade, these are people that weight the political power. Everybody knows what political power is. And they are allowing non-state actors to determine the days people can freely walk around and not in the Southeast.
Yeah.
These people are in bed together. Something is seriously happening. Yeah. Happening behind the scene. And what they're achieving is using these guys. They think they're trying to distract the center. No. So far, so good. The people that have suffered all this shenanigan is the people of the Southeast. Yeah. From the economic loss to the buying of people, why are the governors keeping quiet? And for the governors standing side by side, I think this should be even in 2017. That speaks volume.
Yeah, that's far back. That far back. Yeah.
Now, why can't these governors in 2017 come out clearly to say, listen, we are the issue? Say, for example, now, there's what they call Eurotunnel. Different countries, along that borderline came together to contribute resources to build that Eurotunnel, to make life easy for them. That today, you can take train from Stratford here in London all the way to Paris. So this is a joint project, just like we have with Nigeria and Cameroon, the bridge. But people who don't understand might think it's just Nigeria that did it. Now, the same way they've built, like, the, motorways and everything of that nature. Now, why can't these governors of the Southeast come together to have a Southeast agenda? What is it our people want? Good governance. They can define it by their own self.
That's all.
Say, for example, now they will have like hospital A, just like, hospitals do have grade. Now, let's make it that in every state, we should have one hospital of a higher standard. Then all these, let's give our people, you've shown videos where even rural communities do not have access to bridges. They don't have access to road. They are drinking waters that nobody can drink in this 21st century.
Like the community I was showing yesterday, that they are all blind and all this. Is it not from the contaminated water?
And you know what? Sometimes I wish most of our generation can try to forge a new course, but unfortunately, this ethnic lens is still a problem.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Let's thank you so much for your contribution. Yeah. Anyway, we are still having our say, and if you are wondering, this is Naburia forming a rabbi. In case you are wondering, I don't want to play the music because of copyright, but he's here singing Hallelujah, joy. We shall meet on that day. Rabbi, hey, joy, hallelujah. Drama King. My sister, you're welcome. The floor is yours. Hey. I don't know. Are you my sister? You are welcome. The floor is yours.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, there is a popular saying that once you join politics, that's at the entrance gate of politics, they will call the gate man will stop you. Like, you know how they search you before you enter restricted area. Yeah. When you want to join politics, you get to the gate. The only search you undergo is they will bring you to the corner and say, "Man, me Oga, madam, surrender your conscience first." And that is exactly what we are seeing playing out. I don't want to blame anybody. Like Henry have said, all of them secured their family abroad. So the casualties can never hit them direct. I challenge Peter Obi to go to his village Agolo and spend 1 week. I challenge him. Yesterday he was gallivanting in the north on a Monday. I challenge him to date in the east and give the testimony.
And like so you can know that is the governor of the Southeast that formed the ESM properly.
Yes. So that if he get attacked, he will know that the governors attacked him. Why? Why is Peter Obi talking the way he's talking? He's talking the way he's talking because he did the game of surrender your conscience. No human being, no man, no woman with conscience will boldly come on a national TV that will go viral and say that Nnamdi Kanu actively, that Eastern governors form a group to kill our distance. Unfortunately, I have to run now. Something just came up.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, my people. Hey, I don't even know how far I want to go with this video because even a welcome, I'm not happy. I am not happy at all. Because one of our brother is saying that it was a mistake, it was a slip of tongue. It is not. It is not. Maybe I should play the video again. Let me play the video again. For those of us that are just joining, so that you can see where the whole thing is coming from. Oh no. What? So this was the question that was asked. So this is the beginning of what we are talking about here. They ask him, he's not talking. Oh, let me play some music to avoid. Sorry, guys, I'm just a little bit sloppy here.
When I have not had you enough trust you, when I have not had you, perhaps you say this somewhere, but I have not had you categorically condemn IPOD, Eastern Security Network, and their activities. Thank you.
So, did you hear the question? Hear it. Why should they not trust you? I've not heard you. Maybe you said it somewhere else, but I've not heard it. Categorically condemn IPOP, Eastern Security Network, and their activities. So the question is very clear. The question is clear. Let me see. Let me now play the answer for you guys. Like I say, you know, the question was very clear.
In my campaign, that's all I answered them one after the other. You've not been following my campaign.
I answered them one after the other. You've not been following my campaign.
One is that the Eastern Security Network was formed by government of the Eastern State.
Eastern Security Network was formed by the government of the Eastern States. Like, he's answering a direct question, and the man is asking him, and he's saying, like, it's like you have not been following my campaign. The Eastern Security Network is formed by the government of the Southeast.
I answered them one after the other. You've not been following my campaign.
You've not been following my campaign.
That's all I can say.
That's all I can say.
One is that Eastern Security Network.
Eastern Security Network was formed by government of the Eastern States. Since they are the governors that formed it, how can he condemn what the government formed? So it's talking about condemning the activities of the IPOB. So there is no way you can say I mistake my answer. There is no mistake here. They're asking me, how come you never condemn the activities of IPOB and their ESN? And it's like, I can't condemn them because they are formed by Eastern governors. And I cannot say that what Eastern governors formed is bad. By condemning them, I will be saying that Eastern governors formed something bad. That's what he's saying. He can't condemn. Like, this is a direct statement. This is gonna be a very hard defense, and this is hurting me because of the colossal, the collateral damage we have seen in the Southeast. So he said that he's playing politics. But are you playing politics because you feel like others are stupid? Others are like disconnected with their medulla oblongata, like the rest of the people he's used to?
Is it Blessedom? The truth is, maybe he may not understand that whatever he's saying can either deplete his already, growing support he has in the north. Like the man who asked the question, from his question, you know that man knows the answer he was trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just an ordinary northerner. Sorry for saying this. That man is educated. Because he said he has never heard him.
But maybe he has said it too, but he himself, it's possible you are saying it, but I've not heard it myself.
And which is, that man must have been following every interview he's doing. And P2B,
sorry, let me say something. This question is coming on the heel of Obi making a comment that all of them have said what they want to do for Nigeria. All of them have written their manifesto. At the end of the day, it's coming down to trust. who do you trust? That's where the question is coming from. You know,
Yeah.
Obi said, we have all said different things about what we want to do for Nigeria, but at the end of the day, it depends on who you are going to trust that is able to do. And so the man is like, you're talking about trust. You see, you know, oku nebuto oku. Yeah.
Now I'm trying to come there because why I said that man is not just an ordinary Northerner or a Kaduna resident. He understands the threat the Northerners face in doing their business in the Southeast. And that threat is ESN and IPOB. So he said now, how can the Northerners trust you when you have not? He didn't even say stop. All he's saying, you have not added your voice to condemn any of the atrocities. This is my own paraphrasing.
Yeah.
You know, and he went on blabbing.
Yeah.
Because, hey, the man is asking a question as a patriotic Nigerian.
Yeah.
He's asking that question from the point of a Nigerian view, not just a Northerner. Because he understands that his brothers, his sisters have to trade outside the North, which is Southeast. And, you know, I think if they have given him time, he may have reeled some of his instances. For example, in Enugu, when the family was by the woman, the children. Now, everyone, you know, most of them were looking out for who is adding their voice, who is condemning it, and who is not. Just like most of us saw articles, you know, how he deleted his tweets regarding Deborah. So, you know, people shouldn't take everybody for a fool. Most people, they know what they're doing, but the difference is that they don't have that, you know, voice at the center to speak. And people should expect more to come, because at the end of the day, now he's reaching out to people of Kaduna and the North by extension or at large. So now these questions will come, because at the end of the day, there are incidents, we cannot deny these things in a hurry, where people have been quiet, both, you know, ndi Igbo and other people, you know, people of other regions, and Northerners included. How many people condemn this? You know, now if he say he condemned it, can he say, because we have newspapers which should, you know, which carry that headline that, oh, this said this said that, you know, just like the, you know, just like the president at the minute is keeping mute on the, you know, pipeline, but I don't want to go there. That's a kettle of fish. You know, the man that asked that question, all he wanted to say that I have condemned it, but unfortunately, rather than Obi to even say straight to the point, okay, say first, go straight to the point that this thing is not good, I've condemned it or not. He tried to like...
It is maybe, you know, try to go around this is sensitive issue, blah, blah, blah. We have to be blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, like, use some intellect.
If the Southeastern governors are up to, you know, up and alive, they should instantly debunk this. Because at the end of the day, if everyone from the East keeps quiet, then the North will see that, oh, we are using a smoke screen against them, which is that smoke screen. So in actuality, those that truly formed ESN that are, you know, doing these things are the Southeastern governors.
Yeah.
Not even this guy anymore. So at this point, whether they accept it or not, this is my own opinion, and I take ownership of it. They should come out to distance themselves from that statement and make it clear that they are not the ones behind nor formed ESN, that this is ESN is IPOB. Because at the end of the day, that borders on national security. You know, so if everyone keep quiet, if all the governors keep quiet, if all the politicians keep quiet, which means what P2B has said is true. So for them to say, you know, this guy, what he said, there's no truth in it, we did not form it.
Yeah.
There is no time, and no state of assembly formed it. It's a non-state actor. We, you know, we wash our hands off it, we dissociate ourselves. If there's anything that, you know, is, you know, formed by the state, is the bubago. The rest, you know, just keep it as it is. Because at the end of the day, the North is watching. People are watching. This is election. And this brings to bear what I've been saying 3 months ago. Now, I wish most of his followers, just like every other Nigerian, will understand that for any person to win, you need certain amount of votes from each region. Now, you know, we are all coming closer to the... everybody needs the vote of everybody. Everybody needs the vote of everybody. We are not talking about a regional election here, except otherwise, but at the end of the day, I mean, the governors need to do better. They need to come out and distance themselves from all this. Because at the end of the day, Obi has just put them in a tight corner.
Yeah.
So they need to come out all clean and distance themselves. It's not about demarketing him. It's about keeping the record straight, keeping the facts straight, so that the fact doesn't get mixed up. Before,
But what if the government, like we are always looking at this, you've said it all before, but somehow you are also trying to detangle it, like the options are kind of intertwined, like saying, okay, they did inform me, he's kind of misrepresenting the whole situation, and also there's a seeming connection between them all, and which is why they are not condemning it, coming out outrightly, which is why they are outrightly not debunking the lies of Kanu, which is why, for example, they are not trying to tell the people categorically, stop this Biafra something. There's nothing like Biafra, You understand me? Like, there's nothing like Biafra. Basically, tell the people this, and this will, and then the focus will be on you, on your governance and what you are bringing. So, like the video I'm showing you, this is how they crowned Kanu. You remember? This is how they crowned him. This was in his father's house. These are his parents. This is him. You want to be a freedom fighter, and you are doing this in the front before, in your father's compound. There's no way he can, gather all this. Like, when someone is told you can't be in a company of more than 10 people, and Enyinya Abaribe was a senator of the Nigerian Senate that signed for him, and this blatant disregard of the rule of the same law they are complaining about now, the whole thing is just coming together somehow,
Yeah, at the end of the day, the Southeastern governors and politicians, they would never want to tell these people the truth. Because, hey, what will it take somebody with a functional brain to understand? You've said this, Ijele have said it, we've said it over and over again. If there was anything like Biafra, why is Peter Obi running to become the president of Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
That is the question people need to ask. At least he's well informed. He's in the know than every one of us. At the end of the day, if there was anything like Biafra, I mean, the governors wouldn't want to say this, because at the end of the day, they are the ones responsible for everything that is missing, be it infrastructure, be it, putting intangible programs in place like welfare, packages, making sure that the citizens are looked after. Now, look at the village you showed yesterday in Enugu. That looks like, people that are in the forgotten mountains. I don't want to use that. They're all malnourished. People drinking from such a contaminated water in this day and age.
And after I made that show, a fan of mine was actually not, I think he was like, we should take it with a grain of salt, that those people are perfectly normal, and there's nothing wrong with them. They are just, people in a farming community, like the only problem they have is the contaminated water. And I'm like, wondering, like, did you not see? Someone is calling. I'm doing a live video. Do you want to contribute?
Yes, I want to contribute.
You don't want to show your face.
Oh, look, I'm driving. My kids are in the car.
Okay.
I don't have access to YouTube. I just want to contribute, please.
Okay. Can you hear him?
That's my guy from Canada. I think this guy from Canada knows the voice.
But I want to know, can you hear him? You
I
can
hear you guys.
Are you hearing him, people? Please let me hear.
I can hear you.
I can hear him, yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead.
You see, I just watched the video that you posted on Blessedom WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And I felt angry.
Mohammed, mute your mic. Mohammed, mute your mic.
Obi will fail spectacularly. Obi will fail he will fail in Nigeria, they will hear in heaven. Obi will fail spectacularly. You see, if you think you are wise and everyone is a fool, then you are the biggest fool. Obi has the effrontery. Obi has the guts to tell Nigerians that ESN was formed by the Southeast governors. We were all alive when that idiot came on air to be telling us that he had formed ESN and they will be defending the Southeast, and see the atrocities that they have committed. And Obi did not have the honesty, the sincerity to condemn them in the open because he's banking on their vote. See, that if the man is not sincere, God will give him insincere people. That is why this obedient in the day, Biafrans in the night, surround him. And if he thinks that he's banking on their vote, he will fail spectacularly. See, if you are deceiving me, and you are showing to me that you are deceiving me, it will anger me the more. And I know I'm not the only one that is angry. I know a lot of Nigerians. I just watched the video right now, and I said, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Everybody is starting Obi. Look at
just a second. Wait. Okay, continue.
Now, they are not shouting Biafra, Biafra anymore now. They are shouting Obi, Obi, Obi. If Obi lose now, they'll start shouting Biafra, Biafra. It's just that, to me, Buhari is docile. Buhari is complacent. Buhari is like a Jessica. If not, how can a group of people, they will behead a Nigerian soldier?
My brother, please censor your words, please. We don't say those things here because of the censoring. So we quote the words, or you use Igbo or Yoruba. Yeah.
They spy, as you always say, they spy that Nigerian army lady. They even spy the lady in front of her mother and in front of her 10-year-old daughter. That is a lifetime trauma for that girl. For a 10-year-old daughter to see how they spy her mother. For a woman that gave birth to a daughter and trained the daughter to the extent that the daughter now want to get married, and you guys spy that kind of a woman. And Nigerians you even filmed her after raping her.
My brother, I have to remove you because we don't say this kind of words on social media anymore. I know that you are angry. Just tone it down. We know what is going on. But before you continue, there's somebody that is giving a bingo narrative here. You know, this is how they gaslight us, and they gaslight themselves. They say, how many political elites of the North have ever spoken up against Boko Haram, herdsmen, terrorists, and bandits? El-Rufai said they are businessmen. Buhari said fight against Boko Haram is the same president said they are foreigners, and yet he's releasing them and sending them. You said by one of your governors that Boko Haram can be Nigerian president one day. Who among other aspirants, Bola and Atiku, have ever spoken against them? You see how they gaslight themselves from owning up to their misdeeds. You can continue.
They are not sincere people, man. They are not sincere people, man. They are not sincere people. You see, they are not sincere people. I just feel when I watch that video, I just told myself, and this is the guy that wants to be the leader. This is the guy you are banking on them. Okay, let's see how IPOB votes. We make him the president. Let's see how ESN votes. We make him the president. He's banking on these guys in Lagos and in Port Harcourt, these paper sellers and these Okrika people in Lagos. Let's see how their votes will make him president. I can't just wait for that election day. I will sit down here. I will make sure I take a time off to see him being defeated. I'll be happy. I'll be happy as he's being defeated. My sister, I appreciate
all
what
right.
you're doing.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. So our brother Mohammed is here. You're welcome. The floor is
Thank you, Mrs. Blessedom. My warmly regard goes to Mr. Harry Chimeze for his endless effort trying to see all the time. He informed the mindset of populist Nigeria and so to say Southeast in particular. And also my special regards goes to you. My prayers always remain for you that God Almighty is going to protect you, bless you, and reward you fervently for the endless effort you have been doing to see you liberate the mindset of your people. That is that. Talking about the topic, it is very, very unfortunate that we found ourselves in the hands of such kind of politicians that are not sincere, that do not have what we call sincerity of purpose. Why do I say so? I have been saying all this even in the, Ijile speech, that politics in Nigeria is all about what? Agreement, soliciting for the support of the people. You cannot just stay in your region and be shouting that you want to be a president and you expect that the votes are going to come from nowhere. It's not possible. You have to go around. You have to talk to the people. They should understand you. What are your manifestos? What are your mission? What are your vision? If they agree with you, may so be it. But it's very unfortunate that Obi was opportune to clear his name in the eyes of the northern Nigeria, so to say, in court. Because this assumption or thinking that Obi is supporting IPOB or ESN has been in the mindset of most elders and also some youths in the north. That is one of the fear that some people are not going to vote Obi in this coming general election. And a great opportunity was provided to him to explain and clear his name on this particular assertion, but he fumbled. Honestly, when I watched the video you shared in your group, I was so ashamed, and it's unfortunate that a person who wants to be the president of the country is not even aware that ESN was criminally formed by a criminal that is in detention. He was even saying that it was formed by governors of the Southeast. It's very, very unfortunate. I don't know who are his advisors or who are with him. It is high time they call him to order. He should know what he is saying. If really, you really want to maybe come out strong in this election, nobody is saying Obi cannot be president of Nigeria. Why not? He's a Nigerian and he deserves to be in Nigeria a president if he gets the votes. So, but his utterances and the way he talks, he needs only to be guided, honestly. Why would you be asked that the fear of the North is for you supporting IPO and you are saying that ESN was created by governors? It's very unfortunate. If I were him now, watching this your video, he can go back and redress that particular statement and withdraw it completely, and maybe say he's sorry or he forgot. That will give him a bit, maybe edge in the mindset of those northerners who want to vote him. Honestly, because the statement he made is so shameful, and I don't know. It's unfortunate.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for that contribution. So
No
at
problem.
least people from the north are willing to give him that grace. I mean, there is still some light.
Yes,
at the end.
there were no hypocrites. They came out clearly and openly to tell him what they are thinking. It's a great opportunity provided to him to explain and to put out that particular notion.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. We have another guest, Korede.
Yes.
We are not seeing you. Can you enable your?
Yeah, so there is no power here. Can you hear me?
A little bit. It's muffled.
Okay. But is it a big
Yeah.
Hear me now?
Very clear. It's not very clear. It's making noise.
Wow. Let me adjust. Okay. Still,
okay,
you
you
can't
can
hear
talk.
me.
You are welcome. You can talk.
Yeah. I'm giving what he said in actually I actually live in Kaduna.
Okay.
Given what Obi said, I think is actually saying what's actually happening. And if you look at what Inal said one time, he said they will come after him. And there's this conspiracy.
The
I
volume
think
is
there's
not very clear on my side. I don't know about you guys.
okay.
You can just talk straight from your telephone microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better.
It's better this way. Okay. I'm using
Yeah.
my directly from my telephone mic now. Now, given what Obi said in Kaduna,
Yeah.
I actually think Obi just give out what's actually. I think those behind the activity of Inan the Kanu are actually the police. It's just like a figure, a arrowhead actually happening.
Okay.
He gave an insight to it that those who was actually behind ESN are actually the governors, the politicians. So I think we should look towards that end, not toward Nnamdi Kanu himself.
Okay.
And probably they are not them with Obi himself. There was a video he was trying to say that when Nnamdi Kanu was saying those is Alhaji's boyfriend, as in when he come after him. Maybe you can remember one of the audio that one of his broadcasts, he was attacking Obi himself.
Okay.
I think probably Obi is, I'm not too sure now. Probably not one of those in the clique behind the activities of ESN East. That's why he made that broker. Probably at the point he was not enough. I mean, that's my contribution to it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hello. I think I'm blocked on your this thing on Blessedom. I'm still trying to please check, double check for me, please.
Okay, I will check.
I made it on WhatsApp. I communicate on WhatsApp. Please let me double check. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, my brother, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said. The truth is, Obi is complacent in this issue. Rain or mockery, they were all in PDP 2019. He's an insider. He has an inside knowledge. And he's come out to even say that all the Twitter accounts of Peter Obi is being managed by IPOB member in Abuja who pretends to be a lady, that they are all both accounts. And it's always, poked him in the eyes that, why don't you go to the Southeast, do a rally on Monday? And guess what? Obi, rally schedule is out. He avoided the entire 5 eastern states. There was no Monday in any of the days he has to do a rally.
Mm-hmm.
So you are not dealing with Nigerians that are all asleep. These are key questions. How come in the 5 eastern states, the days he has to do his rally, none fell on a Monday?
Hey, well, but because on the one hand, he doesn't want to endanger the lives of the people, but on the other hand, he cannot condemn them also. He's neither here nor there.
You see, the bottom line is this. My concern is just the contaminated population back home in Southeast. People need to wake up. These are smoke screen. These are political gimmick. These are political smackdown. Nnamdi Kanu and Wazirika has been playing this thing for so long. People that are supporting IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, I don't have a problem with them. It's their right. But the question they need to ask, do they want to pass this to the next innocent young generation in the Southeast?
It's already passed. There's nothing anybody can do about
Now,
it.
the same people, they are all over social media, abusing whoever they can. They can't ask themselves, in 2019, someone has told you no election, no referendum. 24 hours after you've been, they've disenfranchised themselves. No PVC, no nothing. The enfranchisement is not even at the center, at the state level. Because this non-challenge, this distraction, we ended up with people like Okezi Bazo as governor in Abia State. Every state ended up with what they deserve.
Say hi to me on that number. I'll add you.
24 hours, he turns back to say after all the preconditions has been met, sealed and signed, go and vote. No person is, what were those preconditions? With whom did he meet? People are not thinking. It's okay for them to continue their abuse. It's okay for them to continue their insult. But the bottom line is, who suffers at the end of the day? It is still the ordinary person, yourself and myself. And those of us are relatives in the villages. There's no presence of governance.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's even a video somebody showed in Mbano. They were trying to take the remains of their relative to go and bury. There is no road. They have to put the casket on the motorbike, on Okada. No road. But was it not in Semimo State, somebody stood up to a former speaker and said to him in Igbo, in Semimbano, that you've been a speaker. What have you done? He almost caused, in-house fighting. The question nobody's asking, we are free to be sentimental. We are free to display our biases. We are free to play the ethnic card. But the question is, who is suffering at the end of the day? Every day, when your relative, you see, not everybody will have that opportunity to be well-to-do. If any of us goes back home today, God forbid, life happens, you fall ill at the middle of the night. What is the distance from your community to the nearest hospital? If there's even one, I'll give an example, if there's even one, is there even motorable road? Most of us, our community roads are not even motorable. Let's be frank about it. How long do we want to continue this way? When these politicians are putting us in this quagmire, how long do we want to continue this way? Now, people that are supporting, it rained in Aba, their goods damaged. There's no insurance paying you back. The governor is doing nothing about it. Somebody lost over 60 million naira worth of goods. This is taking people back to poverty. The government will bring you what will drag you back. Now, during the crisis in Obibo, which engineered during NSAS, that young Igbo boy, that his shop was vandalized beyond repair, laptops, phones. I don't know how much it will cost, but who has given him money to get back to his feet? The answer is zero. All these, their members that have fallen for this shenanigans, who is looking after their young families? This is another cycle of, people becoming fatherless at a very tender age. When they are in abroad with their family, that even if they demise today, so long they are citizens, so long they have their documentation, the government, in fact, most of them will fight tooth and nail not to go back, that the children don't know anywhere in Nigeria. Because of what? The system works. Rather than for every one of us to agree that this is a distraction, either way you look at it, let us jettison this thing, face things squarely, begin to hold these politicians accountable, begin to look at who are those that can actually represent us. Anybody all over the years has tried to make himself look like one of you. No, it is the political patronage he's looking at. Since the powers that be in Abia State refused to give him the ticket, either for governor or senator, where is he? Where's only Dot Nation? Now, these people in social media abusing, most of them, I don't want to say something, but if their parents are ill, they don't even have money to take them to hospital. Most of them, if their relatives are ill, they have to rely on substandard medication, which is even worse in their case. I remember in 2016, my wife and myself were in Nigeria. We went to a dentist. I could see this guy, his jaw swollen. And I said to my wife, this shouldn't happen. Probably that is just an ordinary toothache. That wouldn't cost him how much. But because of no money, his jaw was swollen. The rest is history. Most of us, people that are here typing, their parents are suffering cataracts. Nobody to even look after them. If they can't afford it, they can't afford it. Majority of them here are typing, their uncles, their relatives, their parents, they are all pensioners. The governor is owing them. Nobody is speaking for you. Your younger ones cannot go to school. It's a vicious cycle. Do you want to continue this vicious cycle? The choice is ours. And I encourage every one of them, if they try to japa like every one of us, they will go through the trenches. They will sweat day and blood. Even find their feet. But these same politicians, they will steal your money, use it to relocate their families in luxury. Why are people not thinking? Most of them, they will go through I don't want to say something. Most of them even go through, like the route of going through Libya and things like that, put themselves on complete harm way. Whereas these same politicians that are causing this distraction, including Nnamdi Kanu, his family is living in luxury. If he's to fly, he'll fly in first class. How many of them can fly first class on their own money? Anyway, it will get to a point that many of us will begin to face other issues.
I wanted you to, maybe you can just be a little bit brief. I wanted to make you react to what this brother is writing. He said, I think you guys are hypocritical. Didn't it occur to you that Mr. Obi would have slipped mistaking Ebubago for ESN? I'm certain his campaign team will definitely bring it to his attention. No sane person from the Southeast will establish ESN. Obi is a better option, humble than listening to superior argument. I think your guest, Harry, is somewhat biased about Obi's candidacy, and he's bent in bringing him down. So now you are the one that want to bring him
down. Charles says the truth is, how many votes do I have?
Okay.
How many persons can I influence? I don't even have a PVC to start with. I'm based in London. I can't even influence my family members who to vote for. As simple as that. I can't even influence my community who to vote for. At the end of the day, if he's trying to say he mistakes ESN for Ebubago, that is his choice. The truth is, this is somebody who is always on, trying to show that he's always on point. If he claims not to be in the know, now he will see the backlash. Even now, let me even go back to his visit of Gumi. I hope he's seen the backlash from his followers on Twitter. Even a friend of mine, who is a diehard IPOB, a diehard Nnamdi Kanu, all he's trying on Facebook, he's disappointed. I said to him, listen, Charles, I've told you there's no moral in politics. And I've said this, Peter Obi is playing the traditional Nigerian politics. He's not different from any candidate. And even in an interview, he said it, that he doesn't have a different political ideology from Atiku. So whatever Atiku represents in your eyes, he represents it too. At the end of the day, whether he said I'm being biased or not, that is a different kettle of fish. My candidate is Kwankwaso, that is a different kettle of fish. I'm not here campaigning for Obi or not. All we are saying is this. He shouldn't put the Southeast in a bad light. Because now, him saying that, first, the man that asked him that question knows Obi is not just an ordinary Southeasterner.
Yeah. Like our brother, the person here, Jesus Love, he said it's a blatant lie. Obi never meant Ebubago. He was talking about the Eastern Security Bandits, that the IPOB Haram through terrorist group members hypocritically call ESM. Because the question is direct. IPOB, why you don't condemn them?
Blessedom, I don't know if Charles started watching earlier. What Charles doesn't understand is, if every one of us is to assert Obi's statement, what it means to the general northern populace is there's a smoke screen. So that means it's no longer IPOB that owns ESN. It's no longer the patent rights or the brainchild of Nnamdi Kanu. It is actually the politicians. So what is going on, people? That is the question to be asked.
That's what the brother in. That's what the brother is trying to say. The brother that called you know, his audio was not very clear. Korede, he was saying that, you know, blatantly what you already said, that it's like a small screen. He's there. You know, they put him forward, but you know, they are behind the scenes,
You know,
like you already said.
I will say this. I will say this. The Southeast needs to know. The Northerners, they've been patient. One, this is my thinking, because it's Buhari as a president. If at the end of the day, Buhari by May 29, he will no longer be the president of Nigeria. If this thing continues in the Southeast, it's going to be tit for tat. And who will be those to suffer? Let us not give into these guys their, you know, sadist agenda. Why they are safe somewhere in diaspora, in the comfort of their room, hiding under their duvet, having a good time, taking their children around without having to worry and look over their shoulders. They shouldn't put us in a position where our brothers will begin to face unnecessary heat. Already, there's so much faulty lines we have in Nigeria. Let us not give life. Let us not give energy to this. Let us not give oxygen. Why is Blessedom and myself and Musa Salah and every person condemning this? Is to make the northern populace understand that no, that is not true. That is not correct. Because if everyone, you know, if we all keep quiet to what Obi has said in Kaduna, which means silence amounts to consent. That means it's true. And the northern elites, they may be having a different conversation, which none of us will be privy to. Listen, is this not a small screen? So truly and hold, you know, lo and behold, the governors are actually behind ESN. If they begin to ponder on that and begin to spread that narrative, don't you think it will be counterproductive on the safety of our people back, you know, in the north? This is where my worries, this is where my concern lies. And majority now, let me say that to that child again. I hope he paid a close attention during the EndSARS. When Nnamdi Kanu took it and began to make unguarded utterances. If not for this Ozoke, I've forgotten this people guy that did a program intervention that Fenika Ide was there. Nnamdi Kanu appeared on that program, and a lawyer appeared, and I think 2 other persons. Now he was trying to lie that he meant Oyibo, not Ejibo. Now, those of our people in Lagos took local communities to survey that situation. If the Yorubas were trying to become, you know,
Sorry,
my brother just ran off so she can call me. Just a moment, yeah.
Now, if you know, during that period, if they are trying to become mischievous, nothing stops them from pinning the version of the Oba of Lagos Palace on us. That would be counterproductive.
Yeah.
Those of who know a Solo, a Lassa should go and ask. He took the local area boys to protect the business of ndi Igbo. Each of the machines outside is worth over 3 million naira. What have, you know, Blessedom, let me allow that to you. Let's continue playing this ethnic card. Let's continue playing it. Who will lose? It is us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So you can continue, my sister.
Yeah, sorry about that. Something came up. I had to leave early, so
yeah, we have to close even because it's been long. Yeah.
Well. Back to what we were saying. You know, when I saw that video yesterday, the thing that is confusing to me is that a statement that is in blue and black and white and red clear. People were saying that Peter Obi was meant to talk about a Bubago. I mean, how do you fix the fact that iPhone and Apple phone, Samsung is an Android phone? How do you bring it to table of argument? Because that is what it looks like. Arguing that Samsung is no longer an Android, or trying to claim that iPhone is an Android. That was just the pure comparison of the argument I was getting yesterday. Instead of our brothers working hard to win the votes of people that Peter Obi just kind of again, they were there arguing, trying to make a miracle so that water will become wine. Now, what has been the word? I saw somebody was commenting under the comment section that it was to be the step in the right direction. My humble question and comment to that statement is this: to be the step in that direction. How many northern elders came online and claimed that they formed Boko Haram? How many northern politicians? How many state actors in the north openly came online to support the Boko Haram and said they are not harmless? How often do they do that? I beg you, if Peter Obi, after this election, I will even suggest that Peter Obi become spokesman of Nigeria because he's very good at propaganda. He does a very good job. He does a very. I hope they are hearing me. I hope my voice is audible enough.
Yeah, I believe so. All right. Thank you so much, my
okay. He should be speaking for the country. Look at the type of blunder he made. Instead of looking for how to redeem his image, they were busy making excuses. I have refused to say anything. I'm not a partisan to politics. So that I can blast any politician when they talk nonsense. Because I don't understand how people be dedicated the whole interview fighting Boko Haram in the north. But when it comes to his own doing in his own neighborhood, he patted himself on the chest and gave credit to government, which means he is indirectly saying that Eastern governors are the people fighting the north. That is what Peter Obi's statement simply entails. And somebody has challenged me yesterday that if Eastern governors think they didn't do it, somebody said this and I can share the chat, that if Eastern governors believe that Obi is lying, they should distance themselves. They should debunk it. And as long as they are silent about it, the silence means acceptance.
Yeah.
And that was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And
put a whole region in danger because of one man's ambition. For avoidance of doubt, for those of you sitting under his voice, listening to his voice that sounds like that of a cricket, and take it while he fans violence. Just have it at the back of your mind that his children are not in Nigeria. They are in UK. They are like my children. They can never be casualties to whatever nonsense he is fanning. Because what he also the north is that yes, we send our children to go and be buying your families in the street.
Okay.
Even Buhari, even the colossal failure called Buhari, was gracious enough to promise Nigeria that he was going to end BB Haram. Okay? He was not proud of them. He was gracious enough to promise Nigerians, don't worry, when I take over power, I will end BB Haram. While our brother, on the other hand, is doing us so a bit with a terrorist group. But for each their own. That's all I have to say. Peter Obi should not go and tangle every Igbo in their nonsense. He should not exclude everybody because I and my household, we are not part of his nonsense and can never be. Okay?
Yeah.
If he brings that area that has been filing for 10 years, if it happens, he's still going to end where the first one ended. They
Even worse.
The bitter history for their future generation and cry the victim. Because this language of it wasn't me is very active when it comes to Easterners. They have never been guilty of anything. Someone else did that thing and blame them and make it so that they will look bad. They have never done anything wrong. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Supporting Peter Obi, his family will not be part of his nonsense when time comes.
Thank you. You know, what she's saying reminds me of a song that I don't remember the song exactly now, but the song is like wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Whatever. Okay.
Then he told him to deny it and say it
wasn't me. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so Honey told me that he caught the red-handed people with the girl next door.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Honey told me that he caught the red-handed people with the girl next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, that's just the conclusion. It wasn't me. I Yeah, thank you. You know, I remember one time. I remember one time I was inside the room and my children were coming. I was like, you people should stay outside there, like, that don't come inside here. I want to have my privacy. And they were not like, but look at the small, my baby at the time, like the baby, but the baby is there. My son was like, oh, look at the baby is there. Why don't you ask the baby to go out also? I was like, this one is a baby, doesn't know anything. He said, me, self, I don't know anything. It was so funny. I always laugh whenever I remember this incident. And my son then at that time was like, me too. I don't know anything. No, I don't even know where I live. you know. So it's like they don't know anybody. They don't know any better. And I always wonder why they find it very easy to condemn Ebubago. If you remember very well, Ebubago was the one inaugurated by Dave Umahi, sitting governor of Ebonyi State, like giving it all its legitimacy. It was inaugurated, they were named, they were given something to work with. They have offices, like you can actually report to them. They were known, they were documented. And for some reason, people keep saying Ebubago are the bad one, that the ESN is the one they want. Like recently, there's this woman, she was making a video. I think I'll show you this video and I will close. And she was complaining that they came to take her husband, whatever. That they came to take her husband. And this is her husband, is a Labour Party candidate.
To raise an alarm about what is happening to my husband. I was just informed now because I was calling my husband since morning, early this morning, in the US for my course, that the governor sent Ebubago to come and kidnap my husband, Honorable Linus Sokori. Honorable Linus Sokori has been kidnapped since last night.
By the governor. With Ebubago. With Ebubago.
Please come to my aid. I'm not even in the country. I'm outside the country with my kids. But I came to do my master's.
You came to do your master's. He said they kidnapped his husband. Ebubago. So this is the wife of a Labour Party, I don't know what he is, a senator or whatever. Anthony, I cite you. And she's using very, very harsh words there. And she's saying that the Ebubago, the one that you go in and doing by people, butcher people. Like, this gets me mad the whole time. I wonder, like, how can you be saying the one that was inaugurated by a sitting governor of a southeast state of the sovereign state of Nigeria is the one that is illegal, whereas the one that was formed by a single individual, that is organization, is proscribed as the legitimate one? So you see this mirror effect, and I'm wondering, like, what is going on? You can hear the woman saying it here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. And they call Dave Umahi Devil Umahi. Devil Umahi. And I remember there was a brother that used to be a coordinator in IPOB, and he boldly said it when he came on the Jele show, that the only person that have never been a part of whatever they are doing is Dave Umahi. That Dave Umahi from the onset, he said, no, rubbish, that is never going to be a part of it. And they have never liked him. It doesn't matter how he performed, how he has, even they try to trivialize everything he has done. They said it's nothing, it's just in one small corner in Abakaliki, like, talk down on him. They said he went to collect the money from Muslim bank. It's just a walkover. Like, they don't want to know anything about Dave Umahi. But they want ESN. ESN will visit you. Maybe you are the part of the ESN. You will collect water. Yeah, my people, it's been a long video. You know, always I don't want it to get long, but you know, it normally it gets long. So this is the state we're in now, and it's very unfortunate that we are dealing with people that think, you know, that they have the monopoly to do whatever they want at the expense of the population. You know, yeah, of course, he already made excuses for them that they are not terror people, that he lives with them. He lives with them and they are not terror people. So it's kind of he blacked out whatever they are, whatever is part of politics. For them, it's politics, you know. Politics comes with its own collateral damages, it's all part of it. As long as I get my political ambition going, as long as I get everything I want in my politics, it doesn't matter what is going on in the background, it doesn't matter the price you pay, it doesn't matter what happens to the region, to the people, to their posterity. It doesn't matter, as you know, like how selfish can people be? But you know, I felt like, you know, it was worthy of talking about. You know, at first I was like what is going on? You know, and because especially the question was direct, and because especially he was the one that brought up the issue of trust, and because at a time like this, you would expect that this is a question that he should anticipate. He should have anticipated this question and have an answer ready. It's not something that is going to flip. That for him to even be, you know, kind of not have an answer for this is telling. Is telling, because you would think that this is the question that everybody has in their heart and is on their lips, and you supposed to have an answer. You should anticipate that. You know, this is something you should be looking for, like you would expect. You would know that, okay, this is gonna be the gotcha for everyone that want to put me in a corner. He's supposed to have an answer for it, and for him to have this answer, and he said it boldly, you know, like without missing words, and saying he cannot say they are bad, what the government have done. So I don't know. You be the judge. Our brother is saying that the psychology of the Easterners are messed up. The effect is what we see today. Life is always, hmm. He said, we in the diaspora, we are in the diaspora, but they at home, they have seen a lot. You know, our people have a very long way to go. It's going to be a long way home. I remember there's a song that Black Americans used to sing. There's the man that sang that song. He has this kind of deep baritone voice, and he will that the song will go. Sometimes I feel like a motherless home, a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home. You know, like they just kind of draw it. And no, the song I wanted to sing with the baritone voice is this voice sings nobody knows the trouble I have seen. Nobody knows but you. You know, the voice is really deep. It's like nobody knows. And I believe a lot of people who are sane, who are still articulate, who are still using their mind in a positive way in the Southeast at this point in time, they are going to be singing this song. Like, you know, some will be saying, sometimes I feel like a motherless home, that is a motherless child that is in a very long way from home, you know. Motherless children that are very far from home, and it's going to be a long walk, and they just kind of feel powerless. And you know, the people who have seen atrocities, and they will be on the other corner singing, nobody knows the trouble I've seen, nobody knows but she's. You can check it up in on YouTube. The music is there now. Just type "nobody knows the trouble I've seen." You hear it, the music, and this one that says, "Sometimes I feel like a motherless child on a long way." You know, the people that are in very dire, difficult situation. This is the menace. It's gonna be a very long way. Buhari promised that he's gonna end Boko Haram. That was how he came. Corin, is it Corin? I don't remember. I don't understand. Buhari said he was coming to crush Boko Haram. That was his campaign promise. He's coming to crush Boko Haram. And that's why people were trusting him that as an ex-general, and that we're hearing tum 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 all over Nigeria that he's going to have it. Buhari came on the heels of stopping Boko Haram. Yeah. And all the people, this statement they said, what is it that fighting Boko Haram is fighting the North. It was actually a statement by Doyin Okupe, who was the spokesperson for Jonathan at the time. There was actually no video of Buhari saying it. And you guys, you must believe me when I say this. Like, if Buhari ever said that, you will have a clip of that video. I will have a clip of that video. I'm telling you guys. But it was like hearsay. If you search it, everywhere you search it was hearsay. He said that. He said this, but we never have a direct, there's a difference when someone is saying something directly, and when someone is reporting that someone said, Corin, yeah, Corin. It's a direct way. It's a direct way to like what P2B have said. It's in video, it's in print. Like you can play with the words. It's like when you guys make a video of is it for Gary, is it for Eba? It's online, it's on video. Make of it what you will. Make of it, make of it what you will. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home. A long way from home. It's going to be a very long way. And this crop of politicians that are running the show across Nigeria, but in particular in the Southeast, it's going to be a very long way. I don't know. For example, the video I was showing yesterday, why would anybody want to trivialize what those people are passing through? I don't understand the mindset towards trying to trivialize something of that magnitude. You are looking at people who are malnourished. You are looking at people who have diseases from some kind of contamination, and that contamination, contamination can start from this generation and go congenital. Like if someone gets infected and gets the disease, and then somehow is into their system, and they give birth to a child, and is passed down to the child congenitally. It's like oburumputowa, and it begins to run in the community, and you think it's just normal. But you don't know that it's having a source, an environmental source, environmental degradation, environmental contamination of their water that they are drinking. It's not a trivial thing. It should be serious. There should nobody be in that condition. It doesn't matter whether they are farmers, especially even if they are farmers, if they are the ones selling produce to the communities, then their service is needed. They need to be healthy, in a good condition. Everyone is important. Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate everyone that waited this long. It's been a long video. I never expected it to go this long. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the thanks. Thank you for everything. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.